The first gap, her deep need for safe stillness. Have you ever met a girl who smiles, but her eyes still look tired? Like her heart is running, but she doesn't even know where it's going. You look at her and something inside you just says, she's not okay, even if she says she is. Now here's the secret no one tells you. She's not looking for the loudest guy in the room. She's not chasing after the guy who's always proving himself. What she's really longing for is stillness, safety, a man who feels like peace in a world full of storms. That is her first hidden gap. Let's talk about the chaos inside her. You see, most women are surrounded by noise. People talking too much. Guys texting nonstop. Everyone wants her attention. Everyone wants her to move, to answer, to react. But no one gives her space to just breathe. She might look like she's having fun, laughing at parties, dancing, always on. But deep down, she's tired. She's spinning inside. She wants to stop just for a second, but she doesn't feel safe enough to. This is where you come in, not as a savior, not as some hero, but as a man who lives in peace. Not just talks about peace, a man who is peace. Why stillness attracts her so strongly. Imagine this. She's sitting with you. No rush, no pressure. You're calm. You listen. You're not trying to impress her. You're not jumping to speak. You're just there, present, quiet. And suddenly, her heart starts slowing down. Her mind starts relaxing. She feels safe, not because you did anything special, but because of the energy you didn't throw at her. You gave her what the world never does, a break. That's the first gap she never talks about. But when she feels it, she can't forget it. What most guys get wrong. Now here's where many men mess it up. They think being calm means acting cold. They shut down. They ignore her. They think giving no attention is the same as being stoic. But that's not true stoicism. That's fear in disguise. Real calmness? It's warm, like the sun on your face in the morning. It's soft, like a cozy blanket when you're freezing. It's slow, like watching waves roll on a quiet beach. It's the type of energy that makes her heart feel safe enough to rest. And once her heart rests with you, she starts connecting your presence with peace. And soon, she craves that peace. She craves you. How to fill this gap? Like a Stoic master. Want to be that peaceful place for her? Here's what you do. When she talks fast, you slow down. When she gets loud, you stay quiet, but not cold. When emotions rise, you stay grounded, like a tall tree in the wind. When she says something silly or wild, you smile gently instead of judging or reacting fast. No rush, no chasing, just presence, just being. What happens in her mind? Something powerful happens when you do this. Her mind starts saying, wait, why do I feel so calm around him? Why does my heart slow down when he's near? Why am I not anxious or confused? Why do I feel like I can just be myself? Finally. That right there is the beginning of true attraction. Not fake, not forced, but deep, emotional, lasting, because you didn't chase her. You didn't try to win her. You didn't talk her into anything. You just filled the first psychological gap she didn't even know she had. And now, she doesn't want the noise anymore. She wants your silence. She doesn't want the game. She wants your calm. She wants you. The second gap, her secret hunger for mystery and direction. Have you ever seen a cat stare at a closed door? More than an open one. Weird, right? The open door is right there. But the closed one? It makes her curious. She wants to know. What's behind it? She feels something is hidden, and she has to find out. Guess what? Many women are just like that when it comes to men. They don't chase what's easy. They chase what's unclear, interesting, and hard to figure out. And if you want to fill the second gap inside her heart, you must become a man she can't fully read. Mystery isn't a trick. It's a power. Now listen. I'm not talking about playing games or lying. That's weak. That's fake. I'm talking about having a life so full, so deep, so rich, that even if she asked about it, you couldn't explain it all in one day. You're not hiding things. You're just busy being real. You've got goals. You've got ideas. You've got places to be, books to read, things to build. And when she looks at you, she starts wondering, who is this man? Why do I feel like I don't know all of him yet? What's he really thinking right now? And the more she wonders, the deeper she falls. Not because of words you said, but because of the mystery you carry. Direction is masculine energy. Here's something wild. Even the strongest, most independent women, they still feel lost sometimes. They still want someone who knows where he's going. That doesn't mean you boss her around. No way. It means you have a clear direction in life. Your life has a plan, a focus, a purpose, and you walk that path every day, with or without her. That kind of energy, it makes her feel like she can relax around you. Not because you're controlling, but because she feels like you're in control of yourself. What her mind thinks around a man with mystery and direction. Her brain goes into high alert, but not in a scared way, in a fascinated way. It's like watching a movie with no spoilers. She can't skip to the end. She has to stay close and watch it all play out. Because every moment with you feels like a new chapter. She might ask, "What did you do today?" You answer calmly, "Just worked on something important." She wants more, but you don't give it all away. You smile. You move on. Now her mind, it won't stop spinning. Most men kill the mystery too fast. Let's be real. Most guys overshare everything. They talk too much. They tell all their plans. They explain every emotion. And you know what happens? She feels like she's already got them. There's no puzzle, no thrill, no chase. And guess what? Her interest fades. Fast. Become the calm storm. A truly powerful man is like a storm you can't predict. He's calm. But inside, there's thunder. He doesn't speak too much. But when he does, it hits deep. He doesn't move for attention. But when he walks, people watch. You don't need to make her want you. You just need to stay grounded in your path. Keep your world big. Let her explore it little by little. Let her earn your story. Filling the second gap. So here's how you fill this powerful gap. Don't explain every thought. Let some stay quiet. Keep your life full, not for her, but for you. Don't try to be mysterious. Just be real and focused. Don't rush into emotional sharing. Let it unfold slowly. Have a clear direction. Walk it every single day. She doesn't want to be your purpose. She wants to see that you have one. She doesn't want all of you on day one. She wants to discover you piece by piece. And here's the best part. When she feels your mystery and your direction, she starts thinking, where is he going next? How do I stay close to a man like that? I feel safe, but I also feel excited. You just filled the second gap. And now, she's emotionally hooked. The third gap. She wants to feel chosen, not chased. What if I told you? The more you chase her, the more she runs. Crazy, right? But it's true. Imagine holding a butterfly in your hand. Now squeeze it too tight. What happens? It gets crushed. Now open your hand, let it breathe, and it might choose to land again on its own. That's the power of not chasing. That's the secret of letting her feel chosen, not hunted. Chasing feels like desperation. A lot of guys grow up hearing this advice. Go after her. Text her more. Don't let her slip away. So what do? They chase and chase and chase some more. They keep texting, calling, complimenting, begging for time. They try to prove they're worthy. But do you know what that tells her? Deep inside, that you don't believe you're already enough, that your value is low, and you need her attention to feel better. That doesn't feel romantic. It feels needy, and women can smell it from far away. Being calm makes her melt. Now flip it. Imagine this instead. You're calm. You don't rush. You're not ignoring her. You're just living fully. You don't chase her. You let her come closer on her own. And when she does, you don't grab. You don't force. You simply smile, breathe, and choose her. That moment, that's when she feels special. Because you didn't need her. You wanted her. There's a big difference. Scarcity plus choice equals powerful desire. Think about this. If something is everywhere, it feels cheap. If something is rare, it feels valuable. When you're not chasing, when you're focused on your purpose, when your time is limited, because your life is full, she starts to realize something important. If he gives me his attention, it must mean something. Because you're not just handing your energy to every girl. You're selective, you're thoughtful, you don't chase, you choose. Her mind begins to wonder. She starts asking, why isn't he trying harder? Is he even interested? What makes him so calm and confident? That's when the psychological gap opens up in her heart. And guess what? She wants you to fill it. Not with desperate energy, not with overgiving, but with presence, confidence, and quiet strength. Most men don't get this. Most men rush in with flowers too soon, messages all day, please hang out with me energy, fear of silence or space. But here's the truth. If she never has time to miss you, she won't have time to desire you. If you're always there, she won't feel what it's like to be chosen, because you're already offering yourself before she even asked. The fourth gap, she's starving for emotional safety, but few men can give it. What if I told you? The strongest man in the room isn't the one shouting. He's the one who stays calm when everyone else panics. That calm, that stillness, that quiet power, that's what she craves, more than muscles, money, or smooth words. Let me show you why. Because this gap is the one most men never fill. She's surrounded by chaos. Look around her world. Social media, drama, noise, pressure, friends talking about breakups, news filled with fear, everyone rushing, chasing, shouting, comparing. She's tired, mentally and emotionally. Even if she smiles, deep down she feels uncertain. She wonders, can I really trust him? Will he lose control when things get tough? Is he calm or just pretending? She wants something rare. Emotional safety, not just hugs and I love yous. She wants to feel safe inside when she's around you. Most men react, not respond. Let's be honest. Most guys explode over small things. They get jealous. They snap. They sulk. They let their emotions control them like wild horses running loose. You know what that does to a woman? It makes her feel like she has to be the strong one. It makes her guard go up. It makes her trust go down. Because she's not sure who she's with anymore. Is it a partner or a storm waiting to hit? The man who stays calm wins. Now picture this. She's upset, she's crying, she's saying things that hurt, but you don't shout, you don't flinch, you don't panic, you breathe. You listen, you speak slowly, clearly, with kindness, but firmness too. You don't try to win the fight, you don't try to fix her mood. You stand there like a mountain, steady, still, strong. That makes her feel like she can finally relax, like she can lean in and let go, because she knows this man won't break when things get hard. Emotional mastery equals magnetic power. Let me tell you something wild. Women are attracted to the man who doesn't get pulled by storms, but becomes the calm in them. You don't get there by pretending. You don't get there by faking alpha energy. You get there by learning to pause before reacting, not taking things personally, breathing through tension, being honest without exploding, trusting your own decisions. That's real stoic power. That's what separates boys from men. Filling her deepest gap. This emotional gap in her, it's been there for years. She's met guys who were charming, but quick to anger. She's dated men who said the right things, but fell apart in conflict. She's been around fun guys who became scary when things got serious. But then you show up, not as a savior, not as a game player, but as a man who's done the inner work, who doesn't chase peace. He becomes it. That moment she feels that peace in your presence, her whole heart shifts. Peace over proving. The world says, show her you care. Buy gifts, make big gestures, show emotions. But you do something far more powerful. You show emotional control. You give her the space to feel without trying to fix it. You let silence do the talking. You let your calm say, I've got me. And because I've got me, I can hold space for you too. That's rare. That fills her final gap. That's what makes her feel safe and deeply connected. Here's the key. You don't need to suppress your feelings. You just don't let them run your life. That's emotional mastery, not emotional shutdown. Speak your truth, feel your emotions, but control the reaction. Be the still water, not the crashing wave. And guess what? She'll feel it. She'll respect it. And most of all, she'll trust you with her emotions, not because you said, "I'll protect you," but because your energy already does. That's it for the fourth gap, the one that makes her heart feel safe enough to open. But we're not done yet. On the next page, we go deeper. We're shifting the spotlight onto you now. Your mission, self-worth, and quiet confidence. Want to unlock the reason why men with purpose never have to beg for love? Shall we keep going? Purpose, the magnet stronger than looks or lines. What if the fastest way to make her chase you is to run toward a dream she can't outrun? Why purpose transforms you? Think of a train. It has tracks. It has places to go. People jump on because they know it's moving. Now picture a train stuck in the station. All steam, no motion, nobody boards. It's going nowhere. A man without purpose is that stuck train. Lots of talk, no journey. But a man with purpose, he's rolling. He's loud with direction, quiet with words. And everyone, yes, she too, feels pulled to hop on. Building your purpose, simple steps. Pick a North Star, a clear goal, fitness, business, craft, study, something bigger than impressing her. Daily tiny wins. 20 push-ups, 10 pages read, 1 skill practiced. Tiny bricks build giant walls. Protect the schedule. Gym at 7? Go. Phone stays silent. Work block from 9 to 12? Grind. No texting marathons. Review and adjust. Sunday night, ask, did I move the train this week or just honk the horn? What happens in her mind? When she sees you chasing goals, she thinks, wow, he's busy, but not in a fake way. He didn't text all day, and that's because he actually had stuff to do. If I join him, my life might move forward too. Her ego softens. Curiosity spikes. Because you're no longer energy begging for a station. Your momentum she wants a ticket for. Purpose isn't pretend. Don't talk big and stay small. She'll feel the lie. Purpose is proven by footsteps, not Facebook posts. And remember, purpose isn't just career. It's mission, health, craft, faith, family legacy, anything worth sweating for. The shift from needing her to inviting her. When your schedule is full of mission, you stop sending wide at 2 a.m. You're sleeping for 5 a.m. grind. You stop begging for plans. You already have plans. You stop fearing her silence. You're busy hearing your own inner voice. And that difference? It's gold. She now feels chosen when you carve time for her, because your time is rare. She respects your no, because your yes means something. She starts thinking long-term. How do I fit into this man's adventure? Quick challenge. Tonight, write one dream on paper. Under it, list one action you'll do tomorrow. Do it before you text anyone good night. Feel the shift. That's your train whistle. Quiet but powerful. Scarcity plus purpose equals the priceless ticket. Ever try buying a concert seat the day it sells out? Your heart races, right? Now imagine you are that last seat, rare, valuable, almost gone. That's the power of mixing scarcity with the life purpose we built on page 5. Let's make your presence feel like a sold-out show. Why scarcity multiplies value? Abundant equals ignored. Free flyers nobody reads. Limited equals desired. Only 100 pairs of sneakers. People camp out. When your time is everywhere, her mind says, maybe later. When it's rare and purposeful, grab it now or miss out. Guard your gates. How to stay rare. Time blocks are walls. Work block, gym block, study block equals closed gates. She texts. You'll answer after the block. Calmly, warmly, no rush. Yes, has weight. Before agreeing to hang out, ask, does this fit my mission? A yes from you shines because there aren't 50 of them. Silent gaps. No Insta story every hour. Let her wonder what you're doing. Assume it's awesome. What sparks in her mind? He's busy, huh? But he still picked me for Friday night. He didn't respond for 3 hours. He must be grinding. If I don't respect his time, I might lose my spot. Tiny fear, big respect, deeper attraction. Scarcity is not punishment. You're not ignoring, ghosting, or playing cold. You're simply valuable, like gold bars, always there, rarely touched. When present, you're fully present. When absent, you're fully focused, healthy, warm, consistent, but never over-available. The sweet spot formula. Value of your time equals purpose energy times rarity. Raise either side, and the result jumps. Raise both, she feels it in her bones. Kingly checklist. Tonight, review tomorrow's calendar. Block out mission hours. Pick one 30-minute window for social fun, no more. Tell her warmly, busy day, free at 7. Call then. She'll mark her clock though because your 7 p.m. is gold. Result? She stops testing, she starts planning. She treats each meetup like front row tickets, because that's exactly how it feels. You didn't beg, you didn't brag. You just lived with scarce, purposeful focus, and she rushed to claim her seat. In the next chapter, we'll dive into emotional generosity at the right moment, how one well-timed act of kindness cements the bond you've sparked. Shall we roll on? The power of rare kindness, when to show softness. What happens when a man who's calm, focused, and hard to reach suddenly gives you a sweet, real moment of kindness? Boom. It sticks. It stirs. It changes everything. That's emotional generosity, given at the right time, not all the time. And guess what? That's where deep obsession begins. The hidden craving in her mind. Every woman, even the strongest ones, secretly ask, will he see the real me? Will he care without me begging for it? Not every day, not through gifts or texts or flowers, but through real rare emotion that drops like a warm sunbeam in winter. It shocks her heart in the best way. Be cold until it's time to be warm. You're strong, you're focused, you're not here to please. But then one day, you say, I see how hard you've been trying. I admire that. Or maybe you listen, really listen, without fixing or judging. Suddenly, her ego melts, her walls fall, her feelings rise. And you stay calm, peaceful, present. That balance, it's unforgettable. Why constant kindness doesn't work. If you're always soft, she'll stop feeling it. It becomes normal, boring, even annoying. But if you save kindness like treasure and give it only when it matters, it becomes magic. She doesn't just feel liked, she feels chosen. When to give it. When she opens up about something deep. When she shows effort, growth, or honesty. After you've been a little distant, working on your life. Think of it like dessert. Too often, stomachache at the perfect time equals memory for life. Emotional strength is not emotional distance. You're not stone. You're not a robot. You feel deeply, but you choose when to show it. That's real mastery. It says, I'm not ruled by emotion, but I'm not afraid of it either. And that makes her trust you more than anyone else. Let's say she shares something personal. You pause. You look at her gently and say, I don't say this a lot, but I'm proud of how you handled that. Boom. That one line feels like gold because it's earned. It's true. And it's rare. What she thinks next. He sees me. He doesn't say much, so this must be real. I want more of that feeling, more of him. Congratulations. You didn't chase. You didn't impress. You gave a rare, real piece of your heart, and now she's hooked deeper than ever. The silent magnet. Why peace with being alone makes you irresistible. What if the thing that makes her crave you is the same thing that makes most guys feel scared? Being alone. Not lonely, just peacefully alone. And loving it. That's not weakness, that's power. And when you master it, she'll feel something in her gut that she can't explain. Why do I miss him when he's not even trying to be missed? The piece that pulls her into. Most guys rush into texting, calling, posting selfies, sending songs, snapping photos. They can't sit still. They can't be quiet. They can't be alone. And guess what? Women can feel that energy. It smells like fear. It feels like a trap. But you're different. You don't fear silence. You don't need noise. You're already full before she even arrives. That's attractive in a way she can't resist. Here's the secret. Stillness feels safe. Think about it. A man who is peaceful alone doesn't act out of panic. He doesn't beg. He doesn't prove. He doesn't explode. He's calm. He's clear. He's centered. Women are drawn to that calm like bees to honey, not because he gives her all his time, but because he doesn't. The twist she doesn't expect. When she sees you enjoying your time without needing her reply, her approval, or her attention, it shocks her. She starts asking herself, wait, why isn't he checking on me? Why does he seem so okay? Does he even care? That's when curiosity grows. That's when emotion builds. That's when attraction ignites. Why always on kills? Mystery. Guys who are always available become predictable, and predictable equals boring. But a man who disappears into his own world, his goals, his peace, his growth, is exciting. Because she doesn't know what's next. That's how you keep her thinking about you, even when you're not around. Alone time equals power. Time. Use it. Don't waste it. Learn something new. Build your body. Plan your life. Get better at your craft. Take care of your soul. Every hour alone makes you richer inside. And that richness, she can feel it even in silence. She will reach out when you're not trying. That's the crazy part. You stop chasing, you stop checking, you stop hoping, and then ding, a message from her. Hey, what have you been up to? Why? Because silence from a man who's confident feels loud to a woman who's unsure. Real example. Let's say a few days go by. You didn't text, you were living your life. She finally says, "You've been quiet." You reply, "Yeah, I've been focused. It feels good." That's it. Short, calm, clear. And guess what? She's hooked deeper now, because you didn't chase, you didn't explain, you didn't flinch, you were just you. The mystery effect, why not saying too much, pulls her deeper. What if the less you say, the more she feels? What if holding back your words makes her lean in closer? While most guys talk themselves into the friend zone, there's a kind of magic in mystery. And once you learn how to use it, she'll start imagining more than you ever had to say out loud. Most guys talk too much. They tell everything right away. Their stories, their plans, their pain, even their secrets, all at once. Why? Because they're nervous. They want to be liked. They want to feel close. But guess what? When you say too much too soon, you take away the mystery. You give her the whole puzzle before she even wants to solve it. Mystery makes her curious. Women are emotional, but they're also imaginative. And when she doesn't know everything about you, her brain starts working like crazy. What's he really thinking? Why didn't he text me first? Why did he smile at that moment? What's he not saying? Now, you're not just a guy. You're a riddle. And women love riddles they can't solve. Silence equals power. You don't need to fill every moment with noise. Sometimes, silence says more. When she asks a deep question, pause. When she tries to test you, stay cool. When she waits for a big reaction, smile instead. Your silence will feel like strength. It will feel like control. It will feel like mystery. Give her just a little. When she asks about your day, don't write a novel. Just say, "It was good. Got a lot done." Then go quiet. Let her ask more. Let her chase the story. Let her earn the layers of your world, because every answer that makes her ask again keeps her interest rising. Mystery lives in what you don't say. Attraction grows in the unknown. It grows in the maybe. It grows in the what if. It grows in the space between your words. Let her guess. Let her wonder. Let her feel more than you tell her. She'll become obsessed with understanding you. And the more she tries, the more connected she feels. Don't fake it. Live it. This isn't about playing games or pretending to be cool. It's about being calm, focused, and okay without oversharing. When you speak, mean it. When you pause, enjoy it. When you don't respond right away, let it breathe. The right woman will feel that energy, and she'll crave more of it. The Stoic way. Stoics didn't talk too much. They observed, they listened, they waited, and when they spoke, people listened. You can be that man. The man who speaks less, but says more with every word. So now here's the question. Are you ready for the final chapter? because on this chapter, we tie it all together. We'll show you how these 4 psychological gaps form a powerful force, and how filling them makes you the one man she never forgets. Want to see how it all ends? The final move. How to fill the gaps and become the man she builds her world around. What if you didn't need to chase her, because she starts chasing you? What if filling a few emotional spaces in her heart made her feel something no one else ever could? You're about to discover how it all connects, and how you become the only man who stands out in a world full of noise. Let's put the final piece in place. You're not giving her love. You're giving her space to feel it. Most men try to buy love. They give gifts. They write long messages. They try to impress and win approval. But real attraction doesn't work that way. Not deep, lasting attraction. You don't give her something to own. You let her feel something she's never felt before. And what's that? The feeling of being around a man who doesn't need her, but chooses her. You fill the gaps by being whole. First, let's go deeper. A woman may seem strong on the outside, but inside, she has emotional gaps. She wants to feel safe, but excited. Wanted, but not smothered. Desired, but respected. Chosen, but not controlled. And here's the secret. You don't fill those gaps by trying hard. You fill them by being full yourself. Your purpose makes her feel security. Your calm energy gives her peace. Your mystery sparks her imagination. Your absence makes her miss you. When you are full, she feels full with you. You pull her in without force. Think of a magnet. It doesn't yell. It doesn't chase. It just pulls. How? By being strong. By holding its own force. That's you. When you stop needing her attention. When you stop proving yourself. When you live your purpose. Enjoy your time and move with confidence. She feels it. She tries harder. She starts imagining a future with you in it. You become her emotional home. Listen closely now. When you walk with peace, when you hold your emotions like a calm ocean, when you say less and live more, you become something she doesn't find every day. You become her emotional home, a man who gives her safety, mystery, depth, and meaning without asking for anything back. That kind of man, she will do anything to stay connected to. Your final Stoic lesson. The world tells you to chase her, to give more, to try harder. But the Stoic truth? Give yourself to your mission first. Let her enter your story, not become the story. Fill the psychological gaps not with tricks, but with the energy of a man who has nothing to prove and everything to offer. Now the door opens.